Hey Soul Tribe, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be March's readings. We're going to start with Pisces, my Pisces babes. Welcome to Pisces season. Happy birthday to all my beautiful Pisces watching out there. My brother is a Pisces and his birthday was yesterday. And I have another friend who I'm making a necklace for. She's a Pisces and her birthday is on the 6th. So anybody else that is a Pisces out there, happy birthday. Welcome to March. These are really interesting times that we are in, and this is going to be your March reading of everything you need to know. Okay, Spirit, thank you for allowing me to be a conduit for the highest and best of all that needs to come through my beautiful Pisces babes today. Can you tell us what is in store for my Pisces this month, for the month of March? What is in store for my Pisces babes this month? We got a lot. Let's see. The Lovers and the Knight of Cups. We also got the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Cups that both came out sideways. We got the Four of Cups that came out sideways as well. And then we got the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles upright. So what I'm getting for you all, beautiful Pisces, is let's start here with this Lovers and the Knight of Cups. So a new relationship or a new sense of self-love is beginning in your life. Something, I feel like this is going to be some sort of offering or some sort of invitation or written offering or just act of love that's coming from the heart to invite or initiate you to like step forth into whatever this new loving relationship is. This can be between you and another person intimately. This can be between you and somebody in work or business, just depending on, it's really connected to the heart, right? It's really connected to the depth of who you are and what you're being called towards and who you're being asked to be in the world, right? It really comes down to this act of love and being able to fill your cup, and it's coming from a full cup. It's coming from an overflow place. It's coming from this this beautiful energy of, you know, we've been working at this so hard, or we haven't, but I've been watching you, you know, type of energy, and I really want to work with you, or I really want to be with you. There's this new energy of love coming in. And this could also be an aspect of your own self-love and how you show up for yourself. But it's coming from this overflow of a full heart. And also what's in the works here is the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Cups sideways. So here's that another offering of love, right? And this offering of fulfillment of all your physical desires in physical reality. So I would say what I'm getting is with that offering of love, pay attention to that, because if you say yes to it, this, everything that you've ever wanted, everything that you've ever desired will come into being on the heels of whatever this love offering is. It's like, when it comes out sideways like this, it's almost like you get this choice or decision to move forward in it, and it's going to be a really good decision should you say yes to it. Should you say, yes, I'm all in, I want to try this out. There's going to be a huge abundance drop in your life. Like, your life is just going to be full of a lot of blessings, all of your heart's desires, and everything in the physical is really going to start to show up. And then we had the Four of Cups that came out separately, and then the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles that came out separately upright. And this Four of Cups was sideways here. So I think also what you have to understand is to really focus on the gratitude aspect. Focus on the things that are working. Focus on the things that feel light. You see how this one cup has wings here and the other three are set down, and he's like sitting in contemplation, but he's looking down at this other cup, or these other cups down here, and he's not really paying attention to this one. It's almost as like, don't, this is kind of the energy we've been in. And if you watch my Instagram stories, you'll see this too. But it's like, don't be so focused on the problem. Don't be so focused on the things that aren't working out. Don't be focused on the heaviness or the denseness. Really focus on the things that bring levity and lightness into your life, that bring you joy, that make you feel good. Really focus on those things. And as you do, because this is sideways, as you do, this will shift, and this oppressive energy, this heaviness, all the work will be transitioned into you really loving and cultivating your craft and the things that you want to put your energy into, right? It's almost like there's a choice here between these two. If you're too focused on the denseness, on the heaviness of quote unquote what's happening in your reality right now. So let's say that like you don't know how you're going to pay your bills, or you don't know how something's going to work out, and you're so focused on how that's going to work out or how you're going to pay the bill that you're not focusing on the lightness and the levity and the joy. You're not focused on the gratitude. You're not focused on you know, thanking the universe for what you know is on its way. But like, just because you can't see it, you have to know and feel it, right? It's out in the, it's not so esoteric and out there, but it is, you know, it's like, it's in your field, it's in your vibrational frequency, it's there. Now it's just a matter of allowing it in, right? And so when you focus on your craft and you're not focusing on the work of how to make it happen, that is when the things start to land. That's when these beautiful things shift into place. And the next thing you know, you've been over here tending to your garden. You've been over here working on your craft and being this like best version of yourself, as opposed to the, you know, struggle and oppression that was so focused on the problem. You're focused on the levity, the lightness, the joy, the gratitude, you know, the lighter aspects here. So with that, what are the lessons or, okay. We had a lot fall out here. So the lessons that you're going to be going through, we got the Two of Swords and upright, and the King of Cups reversed. And then we also got the King of Pentacles, so that's two kings, the Star card upright, the Hanged Man reversed, the Six of Swords reversed, and the Three of Wands reversed. So this is like the lesson, or like what you're going to be learning this month. What I'm getting is you have a choice to make ultimately here with this Two of Swords. You have a choice to make here. And with that choice, it's really going to help you. This choice needs to be made from that masterful place in the depth of your heart, of your internal knowing, of that beautiful, loving connection that you have with your soul. And your heart is your direct connection to your soul, right? So it's listening to the soul desires. It's listening to what your heart has been asking for. And as you do that, as you harness that power of your heart, this decision will be made in the best way possible. And as it is, again, you become the masterful, the all masterful of really having everything that you want in your physical reality. You literally become the alchemist and the master manifester in your reality. But with that, you have to make yourself the star. You have to understand that if you're not focused on your heart, if you're too focused on what's happening outside of yourself or trying to logically think it through, you're still in that energy of like people pleasing, of how society would do it, or what you, the shoulds, right? You're not focused on your heart and that the depths of what it is that your soul has been calling you towards, right? So a great thing you can do right now is to call upon your guides and angels, to ask for guidance and support. I have a beautiful, beautiful new moon meditation, and we're still in these new moon energies. If you'd like to access it on my Patreon, it's through the 1111 Awaken membership. But that will really help you connect to your guides and angels, to your higher self, to see what's coming next, and to help you understand how to get there, to help you see what's in the way and what is, you know, ultimately the next steps that are needing to be done to help you get there, right? And so you being the star of your life and really understanding your higher self, your soul, and what it's asking for will create passage, will create this different way of looking at things, and will create a clear path for you to take. Okay, like this is all three of these are reversed. Okay, so once you get into this energy of listening to your heart, of understanding who you are and why you're here and what's next for you and what's been holding you back, when you make that decision from your heart, you literally manifest everything. You become the master manifestor in your life, but it has to come from that place of knowing that your inner knowing above all else, above anybody else's knowing, right? And that will, again, create clear passage for you. It will literally, like mountains will move, and then you'll begin to see things in a different perspective, and through that the path will become clear for you of how you need to move forward. So I highly recommend, Pisces, you going and checking out that that meditation. We're still in these new moon energies, and you can literally, they're timeless. You can do them whenever, but with that new moon energy and with the 3/3 portal that we just went through yesterday, it's so freaking potent, and I cannot tell you how much that will help. Okay, and so what is the spiritual guidance or solution to help you get there? Okay. We got the 3 of Swords upright, the 3 of Pentacles upright, and then the World reversed. Again, 3/3, right? This just happened yesterday, 3/3. So knowing the, let me see what I'm getting here, what Spirit's saying. So knowing that, okay, so knowing that you can ask for support, you can ask for and take in what lands as truth for you, right? You don't have to take what everybody's saying. Like, they're not wanting you to go out and ask for others' opinions. They're really wanting you to hold true to your own internal knowing. But when you seek support, if somebody's giving you something and it lands as true for you, if it hits home and hits that heart center, and there's that clear resonant strike, like a harmonious resonance that is struck within you, and it lands as truth, this is a collaborative piece, right? This is something that you can't do alone, but at the same time, you can't look to others to give you the answer. You have to understand what that answer is within, okay? And so this collaboration in the physical, but knowing and listening to your heart when it lands as truth, that is going to give you the keys to the world, to the kingdom, to access everything that is available to you. It's just not quite there yet because you haven't been fully listening or fully letting your heart lead, okay? So that's the spiritual guidance or solution here. And then the overall outcome for the month, what you can see. Anything else? Okay, a lot else. Okay, hold on. So much just came out. So much just flew out. And I feel the need to really discuss all of these and share all of them with you. But they all went flying in different directions. Okay, so we got the Artist and the Hierophant reversed. And then we also got, let me move these other cards over. We also got Judgment reversed, the Four of Swords upright, the Ten of Swords reversed, the Ace of Pentacles reversed, the Well reversed, and the Ace of Wands. So what I'm getting, okay, so overall energy, it's like Pisces season is sometimes seen as one of the hardest seasons because it's the end of the zodiac, right? We're starting with Pisces because we're in Pisces season, but the beginning of the zodiac calendar starts with Aries. And that we shift into that middle of this month, the 21st, 22nd. And so it's like there's been this stagnation. There's been this phase of you being inward, of you really being alone, having a lot of time to yourself, having a lot of time to contemplate and think, to really sit with your feelings and emotions. There may be a lot coming up here. There, with this Well reverse, this is like stagnancy, like a lot of energy hasn't been moving. This Ace of Pentacles, that new opportunity or job offer or, you know, movement in your physical hasn't quite happened yet. This Ten of Swords, there's this closure of like heavy energies that's been happening in order for this stuff to kind of shift into place, and this new beginning, this new action hasn't started yet, right? So I feel like once we shift into Aries season, once we get to that halfway point in the month where we're on the cusp and shifting into Aries season, I think Pisces, you're really going to feel the culmination of all this stuckness, all this like stagnation of being alone, being inward. That's where that new relationship and that new sense of love and foundation and like that loving offer comes in, right? But it's like new things in your physical, new action, and the end of this like suffering phase is all coming at the middle to the end of this month. And so with that, we had the Hierophant reverse, the Artist reverse, and Judgment reverse. What I'm getting here is life is not going to look the way that it has looked up until this point for you. Like you're stepping into something so new, so beautiful, so big, so grand, like it's like beyond your wildest dreams is what I'm getting. And what's interesting is it's like you've been creating this. You've been putting all this stuff into your field, into your container, right? You're the artist here. You've been creating it, but it's not going to look like you think it's going to look. So don't judge it when it starts to come in, right? When it starts to land in your frequency. And if you're not judging it, then you're more open to allowing. And something through access consciousness, if I don't know if you guys know about this, but something through access consciousness, they talk about staying out of conclusion and staying in the question, right? Like you always want to be in the question of like, well, how does this get better? And instead of like, oh, this isn't working out for me, or what, you know, it's like, like just staying stuck in that energy, right? If you're too focused on the problem and like trying to figure out the problem, you're not in the solution. You're not open to seeing a solution, and you're not in that frequency of staying in the question, right? And so staying in the question is, well, how does it get better than this? And if this is as good as it's gotten so far, like, how can this get even better? So that's like the frequency you want to be in. It's like, okay, well, how can I be the solution? How can I be the invitation for something new to come in? How can I allow new action to come up? How can I allow new opportunities to come up? How can I allow this frequency of abundance and love to come into my life, right? Like, how can I allow this? How can I let that in? What do I have to do? What frequency do I have to be in? What energy do I have to hold in order to do this? So don't judge. Stay out of judgment. Remember that you are the artist here that's creating it, and it's not going to look like you think at all. Okay. Ooh, I love this. Okay. So from here, I'm going to now pull an animal spirit card for you all. of what energy, what kind of animal spirit or totem you can link to help you get to Aries season and be in this highest vibrational frequency for you. What's a good animal totem for my beautiful Pisces to work with or link to this month? So I saw the peacock, but it didn't come out, and then the zebra did come out, and as I was putting the deck down, the crocodile popped out too. So zebras and crocodiles. So with the zebra, it's like things are camouflaged right now. Things like you're wearing different set of stripes than everybody else. Like pay attention to your third eye, to your intuition, to what's coming through for you, because there's so much coming through for you. And know that it's like, it doesn't have to look in the way that it does with everybody else. Like you can still be this beautiful, majestic creature that is the black sheep, that is the black swan, that is the thing that stands out and is different, right? And yet can be camouflaged if it wants to and blend in, but it's like Spirit's saying don't blend in. It doesn't want you to blend in. Like you want this thing, whatever this is, and this joyousness to really feed the frequency of letting the like letting your freak flag fly, right? It's like letting that energy of like who you are at your essence, at your core, to just like be all of that, like allow all of that to come out. And then the crocodile here, it's almost as like, this is where I was getting the camouflage aspect. It's almost as if like you can like creep under the surface and like do your thing and look. And I mean, crocodiles are predators, you know, like you can be a predator and not be a bad thing, right? And knowing what you're going after. It's like, what I'm getting is doing this in silence, you know, like you don't have to tell everybody what you're doing. You don't have to be loud, but follow that intuition, follow that internal guidance, really access that energy of being able to like cruise under the surface to where people aren't seeing you. And then when it's time, you know, snatching up that thing, that opportunity when it lands in your pond, right? Snatching up that opportunity, like, yep, that's mine, got it. Now I can share that with the world. But it's like you knew it was coming. So these are two animals that you can either like use as animal medicine and take the energy of and utilize in your life. Or if you see these in your physical reality, these will also be totems letting you know that you're on the right track. Okay, beautiful Pisces. And then I'm going to pull an oracle card for you all. So Spirit, do you have any last messages that you would like to share with my Pisces babes? Okay. We got two. Divine Feminine and Expel. And both of these have these beautiful women on them. So tapping into that divine feminine energy of receiving. Ask and you shall receive, right? Just allow yourself to be open. Just allow yourself to be receptive to what's coming in. Take note of everything that's coming in, things that want to land, the energies that you're feeling. Like really get into that divine feminine flow, you know, be the water, be the moon, allow the things to flow in and out, and then expel and release anything that doesn't feel good, anything that is, you know, allow or asking to be let go of. Let it go, let it be free. Expel the stuff out of your field, out of your physical environment, out of your home, out of your car, that just doesn't feel resonant anymore, right? You want to be in this aspect of like that harmony, that Eden-like feeling. Like you want everything in your environment to feel good. So if something doesn't feel good, if that piece of furniture in the corner of your room, every time you look at it, makes you feel like, ugh, I hate that piece of furniture, or God, I really want to replace that with something that I love, just get rid of it. Allow the open space to be there. Even if you're using it, like pull it out, give it away, sell it, do whatever you have to do, but allow yourself to have the void, to create the open space, to allow something new to come in, right? And that's the whole thing with the like expelling energy. Even when it comes to like people, if somebody wants to leave, let them go. Let them fly free, right? Like this butterfly. Like you want to hold on to that. If it lands, it lands. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like no sweat off your back. You're not worried about it. What is meant for you will come. What is meant for you cannot miss you. And if it misses you, it wasn't meant for you. And the last question I'm going to ask, the last card I'm going to pull for my beautiful Pisces is going to be a moon card. Is there any other energies that you want to share for the Pisces that they need to be in or need to work on? All right, so we got will, extremes, and boundaries. So your will, your sense of will needs to be there. Your willpower to achieve whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve, to accept and invite in whatever's wanting to be invited in, and to let go of whatever needs to be let go of, right? That will needs to be strong. This extremes, this hot moon, get into the essence of like honoring what feels pleasurable for you. If it doesn't feel pleasurable, if it doesn't excitement, if it doesn't generate excitement within you, if it doesn't feel juicy and orgasmic, don't fucking do it, okay? Excuse my language, but if it's not a fuck yes, then let it be a no, okay? Just let it be a no and let it go. That's the extreme energy. It's like, it has to be the fullness of the yes. And if it's not, just say no, no, thank you. And set those healthy boundaries. Create a protective orb around yourself. I'm getting really clearly to protect yourself right now, because especially as you're in this like generating master manifestor energy, there's going to be a lot of other kind of like things that are trying to come in to knock you out of that, to test you. But if you create this orb of protection around you and you create those boundaries of not letting other people's opinions sway you or knock you off your access point, and throw you into a wobble and make you worry or fear what's to come, you know, just don't share. That's kind of like that crocodile energy. Like don't share with everybody what you're working on and what you're creating. Just allow it to manifest itself and then come through, like work in silence, right? Come through and be like, yo, this is what I just created, and let people, you know, comment on it from there after it's already been created. Okay, beautiful Pisces, I hope this was helpful. If it was, please share this with another Pisces. Be sure to watch your other rising and moon signs, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Love you. Peace.